France and Britain are proposing a partial one-month truce between Russia and Ukraine that could cover air, sea and energy infrastructure attacks but not include ground fighting. The London summit, hosted by the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer with 18 fellow European and world leaders in support of Ukraine, agreed to shore up their borders and throw their full weight behind the war-torn country.
The whole point of a guarantee for any deal, or if there is a deal, is to preserve the peace. And if you want to preserve the peace, you have to be prepared to defend the peace. So the reason I've been forward-leaning on this is because I want to avoid conflict, because I do not want conflict in Ukraine, in Europe, and certainly not in the United Kingdom.
The UK had worked with France and Ukraine on a plan to end the war, and that the group of leaders, mostly from Europe, had agreed on 4 things. The steps towards peace would keep aid flowing to Kyiv and maintain economic pressure on Russia. Make sure Ukraine is at the bargaining table, and any peace deal must ensure its sovereignty and security and continue to arm Ukraine to deter future invasion. Finally, the UK Prime Minister said they would develop a coalition of the willing to defend Ukraine and guarantee peace.
Ultimately, the one thing we absolutely cannot afford is a peace that does not last. This is something Ukraine cannot afford, Europe cannot afford, and the United States cannot afford. Therefore, we must be very careful when assessing what is being proposed, particularly in response to this key question: could this peace be violated? Because unfortunately, we have seen this happen in the past.
The meeting had been overshadowed by the extraordinary scolding that took place on live television at the White House on Friday. The meeting ended on the note that any plan would require strong US backing. The UK Prime Minister Starmer said he will later bring a more formal plan to the US and work with President Trump.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.